Seduction, my friends, it's all about creating a connection, a promise of excitement, mystery.
You, her, now. Make it happen.
They like it that way.
I think you need another drink.
It was just one of these things where it just expanded, and then when I was doing the auditioning, this guy with a cowboy hat and glasses walked in. I thought, well, I haven't written a part in there for him, but he looks so amazing, I've got to have him in the film. And so I thought it was a bit of a homage to the cowboy in The Big Lebowski. And he was sort of like the chief influencer, kind of, because he's also an influencer, even though he criticises it, but he's the good one, I suppose. And then I thought, well, it's quite fashionable to talk about toxic masculinity and everything these days. So, but I thought, you know, women get the upper hand in the end, don't they, ladies? Yeah. We had a fantastic crew. We really had a fantastic crew. And then I found Erica, who plays the lead, and she was just gorgeous. I mean, really, it was just beautiful working with her. And Sammy as well, who lives in Slovakia. Most of the crew and actors live in Budapest, and Sammy came down from Slovakia. He is Finnish. So to be honest, there weren't really that many challenges. You know, we've got a very, very small crew and team, so we do a lot ourselves. And I did the design. In fact, I didn't dress the set enough. And I just thought, oh God, it's really empty. You know, that it should have been messier and stuff like that. So, I mean, when I can afford it in the future, if I ever have a budget, then I'd definitely get someone in to take care of that, because I thought that was definitely something that was a bit too bland, really. I thought. I mean, I'm influenced really by filmmakers I love watching, but then at the end of the day, things develop in a very organic way with me, and I'm very imaginative, and I tend to go into a bit of surreal stuff, like I was saying to you before. You know, you happily resisted the temptation of having Jesus pop up through the clouds. I did not. And so you know, I had this idea, oh yeah, it'd be cool if she, you know, this air hostess, and so next time when I was on a flight, I was filming clouds, and it was all quite difficult to piece together. And then we had this stupid idea of sticking the lavalier microphones on people's skin, because we thought that's going to be really easy to remove in Da Vinci in the edit, and it wasn't. It was absolutely a nightmare. And it took us weeks, you know, and I nearly gave up and had to sort of re-edit to get rid of some stuff. But you just learn, I suppose, sort of technical stuff, really.
I'm a big fan of David Lynch.
I love David Lynch, and isn't it so tragic that he died without making another film?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
And towards the end of your film, it reminded me of Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart.
Oh my God! Friend for life, Colin.
So I was correcting.
Thank you. Even just a little reminder. Oh, yeah.
So there was a little influence in there of David Lynch.
Oh, just a bit. I haven't watched all of his films like 18 times, know them back to front and everything. Yeah, kind of. Actually, with our feature film, Bad Influencer, which is another influencer film, we build it as if David Lynch had made Bridget Jones's Diary on a totally shoestring budget, this might possibly be the result.
Seduction, my friends, it's all about creating a connection, a promise of excitement, mystery.
You, her, now. Make it happen.
They like it that way.
I think you need another drink.